What's up, guys? So I am back and I'm super excited to be making videos again. So as you can see, I have a few boxes here that I'm going to open up and show you guys what's inside. But before I get to that, I think I owe you an explanation as to where I have been. So if you follow my channel, you'll notice that like a year and a half ago, I just dropped off and stopped making videos. And that's really not cool. But basically, at the time, I was working at our ice cream shop, which we still have. I'll get to that in a minute. I was a full-time student. I was working in the Air National Guard, still am, and I was making YouTube videos. And I could not keep up with all four of those things, and something had to give. In fact, two of those things had to give. I dropped out of school, if you want to call it that. I could still go back. I'd probably change my degree, but there's no way I could be a full-time student or even a part-time student with managing this business. I want to put all of my time and effort and energy into it and build it up and make it bigger and even more successful. Number two, I couldn't keep up with YouTube, unfortunately. And that's due to a couple reasons. Number one, I had zero time because I was working at the ice cream shop 90, sometimes 100 hours a week. And the other reason is because the way I was making videos just was not user-friendly. I was spending a whole lot of time filming them, a whole lot of time editing. So I will be making videos, but my style is going to change up just a bit. I'm going to go for more of a vlogger style rather than a step-by-step DIY tutorial. But don't worry, I'll still show you guys how to do some stuff. So with that being said, I am itching to get into these boxes because these were just delivered today at like 6:30 p.m. and I've been waiting for them since like 2. So I think you guys know how that goes. So just by looking at the name on the bottom box, some of you guys probably already know what this might be. But for those who don't, I'm going to open it up. So in this top box, it's from B&H Photo. So if you know who they are, then you might have an idea what's in this. But in this first box, I have, actually I don't even know what they packaged in each of these boxes, but I know what I ordered. I have a whole bunch of air. Have some screen covers. In the second box, I have more air and even more air. I have the Rode Video Micro, which is a new little mini shotgun mic, so that's exciting. Here we are, the big box. This, I promise you, is the best box out of all of these boxes. Camera bag, lens filter kit, some flat air, some more flat air, camera cleaning kit, card reader, piece of paper, another piece of paper, a memory card wallet, SanDisk 32 gigabyte memory card, and a Sony a6400. So I'm gonna try and contain myself and not freak out right now, but this is going to be my new camera. So currently I have two cameras. Right now you are watching me on a GoPro Hero 5, which is pretty good for most things. I think it's great for filming car shows, and I have a gimbal for it so I could get real nice, fluid, smooth footage, which is really awesome. But I'm not a fan of it, especially for vlogging, and I can't tell that I'm in frame. I have to guess that I'm in frame. Usually I am because of the wide angle lens. However, I really don't like the look of the wide angle lens. So this is my second camera, and this is a Sony Alpha A77. And I actually started my channel with this. Don't worry, you don't need anything this crazy to start a channel. GoPros are just fine. iPhones are awesome at filming videos. So if you're just getting started, there are plenty of cheaper options out there. But I already had this from photography, and I figured, hey, it shoots video, I'll use it for YouTube. I have 3 major issues with this camera, however. First of all, I bought this in 2011, so everything in here is pretty dated. It's still really good for photography, and it's probably pretty decent for video, but it doesn't work great for filming yourself. So, problem number 1 is the autofocus is atrocious. If you're filming something else with autofocus, it's pretty decent, but trying to film yourself, whether you set it up on a tripod or you're trying to vlog, it's always hunting in and out, and it looks terrible. Manual focus isn't much better, and it's really hard to tell exactly where I'm going to be standing. So I have several videos that are just horribly out of focus, either because of the manual focus or the autofocus. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, but I'm fixing that with my new A6400. The second issue I have with this camera is that it likes to overheat, especially in the summer or in direct sunlight, whether I have it set up and I'm filming an install tutorial or something like that, or if I have it mounted on my dash and I'm filming myself driving. I can't tell you how many times I had to reshoot things or just give up on filming that day because this thing would overheat and it would not cool down. It would take forever. You'd have to pop the battery out, put the battery in the freezer. It just overheated all the time. And the third issue that I have with this camera is that it's heavy. It's super heavy. It's things like 3 pounds, and this is with the kit lens on it. So guess what? When you're walking around filming, it sucks. It really sucks. And I noticed this the most in my video for the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix in 2016 when I hung out with Evan Shanks and TJ Hunt and all those guys. I swear, the whole day it was like, hey guys, what's going on? This gets really heavy really fast. So this is about a 3-pound camera as is with the battery in it. And if you add a microphone or something like that, it's even heavier, or a different lens. So this is a brick and it's outdated and I'm ready to get rid of it. Still a good camera, but it's just not for me for YouTube. And with that being said, that's why I got my A6400, which I'm dying to unbox. But basically, both of these cameras, my Hero and this camera, are not user friendly for just quick, simple grab and go shooting, which is what I need. They would take time to set up. My GoPro I'd have to position on a shelf like I have it right now, and I'd have to go back and forth and figure out what's in frame and what's not. And I'm tired of it. And this camera, forget it. This was never fast. It's never going to be fast. I will be selling it, but it's not good for filming yourself on YouTube. Trust me. So I haven't opened this yet, but here we go. A6400. So if you're familiar with Sony a little bit, this falls in between the A6300 and the A6500. However, from everything that I've been reading, I think it's better than both cameras. And in some ways, it's even better than the Sony A7, not to be confused with the A77. But the A7 is a great camera for vlogging, but I like some of the features that this camera has. So here we go. I'm gonna try and not geek out, but yeah? Or yeah? I mean, come on guys, like this is ridiculous. And this is way more advanced than this. So this is not really a point and shoot, but man, I'm pumped for this. I'm so excited. And it has a little flip screen that comes up, typical Sony. So I could film myself, and guess what? This is about 1.5 pounds. 1.5 pounds versus 3 pounds to 3.5 pounds. So that makes a huge difference. Also, as you can see, it's much smaller. I mean, you could throw this in your pocket if you wanted. I do have a camera bag, but this is just way better, way smaller, much lighter weight, and I am super pumped. Have I mentioned that it films in 4K? 4K, guys, 4K. I don't think my computer's capable of editing 4K at this point, and I don't have the storage space for 4K. But I'll probably screw around with it a little bit, because 4K is awesome. So basically, this is it. I got the standard kit lens, which is a 16-50, which is perfect for what I'm going to be doing. It's good enough to get a nice wide angle so you could see me when I'm vlogging, but I could also zoom in a little bit and get some better shots. If I'm at car shows, I'm probably still going to use my Hero 5 with the gimbal so that I get nice, good, buttery smooth footage and some B-roll. But this is what it comes with. Camera, strap, eyepiece, battery, charger, and charging cable. So let's get to the rest of the accessories that I got. Now, for this camera, let's get this brick out of the way. This is the Video Micro from Rode. It's basically a shotgun mic, but it's a mini shotgun mic, so you don't have this like huge thing off your camera, which I'm a fan of. I actually have the Rode Video Go mic, I believe it's called, and I never really used it because it's kind of big and unwieldy, but this is a much smaller version. Has a dead cat and everything on it. I'm not taking it off, but you can see what it looks like online. Has a nice little shock mount so you don't get any noise and vibration in the mic, and it has your little connection cable, So I'm very excited for that. Currently, I am using a Tascam DR05 to film to record my audio, and I record that separate than my video. But that's another thing that just takes way too much time. So like I said, I really need to change my style up, and I need to streamline my process, because trying to sync audio just takes way too long. So I am going to be filming audio into the camera, but the onboard camera is not usually that great, so I definitely am happy to have this shotgun mic. With that being said, we have extra batteries. Now these are Rav Power brand. I found them on Amazon, 35 bucks for two, so I snagged these. The Sony batteries are about $53 each, so I do recommend that. Get some cheap off-brand batteries if you're just starting out, and as they die, then you could upgrade to, you know, your original equipment. So in my case, it would be Sony. But like I said, Sony batteries are expensive. They last longer. These are cheap. They don't last as long, but it's a good way to get me started. So I have 4 batteries and 2 chargers, and I love this setup because I can have my batteries charging while I'm filming. If you only have 1 battery, then you're kind of screwed. And if you don't have a charger, then that means you have to charge through your camera, which means you can't use it while you're charging a battery. This way I could have batteries charging while I'm still filming, and I could just roll and go and keep on filming, and that's what I need. Lastly, I have this, which if you know about this camera, then you already know, or you might have figured it out. It has this flip screen, which is awesome. However, the hot shoe for your microphone is directly in front of this screen. So you could kind of peek around the microphone, or you could buy something like this, which allows you to just set it off to the side. So I'm really excited about this. It's like $7, and should make for a very clean setup. Next, I have these screen protectors. I never really had an issue with any of my screens getting damaged, but it's a nice insurance policy, and I think this was like 14 bucks for the Sony brand. You could get cheaper ones for like $7-8, but it's nice to just have that. Everything that I read said the touchscreen still works with them on, so that's awesome. Lastly, I have this memory card wallet, which is going to be kind of cool because I'm starting to get a lot of memory cards. So I might use this, I don't know. Right now I just kind of keep my memory cards either in my camera or in a little Ziploc bag, which isn't ideal. But I think the rest of this stuff I'm going to bundle with my Sony a77. So camera case, whoever is buying it doesn't have one, they can have that. This is a Extreme SanDisk card, 32 gigs. I really don't need that. I am maxed out on memory cards, and my camera actually also uses the micro SD. I have a couple different options, so I could use that, but I also have the micro SDs, and they're faster and they have more space than that. Lens filter kit, I think I'm going to hold on to this because it's always good to have some filters. Card reader, I already have card readers. I really don't need another one. I already have too many. Lens cleaning kit, I'll be honest, I really don't clean my lens that much, and I don't use these cleaning kits, just personal preference, but I'll bundle that as well. That's everything that I got for this kit. Nope, that's not it. This paper, this is to download computer editing software. So whoever buys my new Sony, or my old Sony, new to them Sony, they can have this as well. This software is for PC, and I am a heavy Mac user. I don't even own a PC, so that's really not much use to me. So whenever I do go to sell this Sony, I'm gonna include the camera, the kit lens, telephoto lens. I'm gonna bundle all this stuff, make a nice clean package for somebody who's looking to get into photography or video. Like I said, this camera is pretty good for video. It's just not good for YouTube vlogging. So here's my little unboxing. This is me just saying, hey, I'm back. I'm about to get serious. I have a whole lot going on with my car, and I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm very excited about that, and I'm super pumped to be able to use this new Sony a6400 to film it. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. SanDisk.